Hi guys, and welcome back to Budget Save Share. This is Angie. Happy Saturday. If you are new here, welcome. For those of you that keep returning, joining this journey with me, thank you, thank you, thank you. So how was everybody's week? Hopefully it was good. I know our week was it was a busy week, very busy. I told you all in the last video that we had some doctor's appointments and things like that, so we definitely had our hands full this week. Plus, I was back to work, working in my classroom. So yeah, it was a busy week, and while we made a lot of progress, there was so much to unpack and organize. So let's see. So we are going to take a look at our August budget and go ahead and get that set up for the new month. Can you believe it? August the 1st is fast approaching. So, but before we do, I thought I'd do a little life update today, you all. So remember I told you we had those doctor's appointments. And really, I'm just happy because even though I feel just completely exhausted today, it was a good week. My husband's doctor's appointment went well. That was our first meeting, getting ready to try to get him on this transplant list. So there was like a whole process for that. So we went through the contract for that and to make sure we knew what was expected of us and this whole thing, and that we are getting everything in order. That was the first of many appointments to come. He was looking good, and you all, I'm just excited. You know, he's been sick for a long time, but in the last 4 years, he's been a lot sicker than he's ever been. And in the beginning, I wasn't so sure we'd even make it to a transplant because, you know, we were dealing with just so much. Like, he, after that first procedure, had like multiple organ failure. So we were really scared that we were going to have to make other kinds of arrangements. But look where we are now. So 4 years later. So what I was saying to you all is I think I said in one of my videos that I bullet journal. And so my word of the year, I don't know why I'm so off center today. Let's see what I can do here. There we go. So my word for the year was to breathe. I don't know if any of you do a word of the year, but I started doing this when I saw someone else set this up. So, you know, I wanted this year to be a year where I use my breath to help me stay grounded so I can release being overwhelmed, because we've had a lot to be overwhelmed about. And so I have a lot of little motivational things there, things I want to let go of and things I want to invite in. So I'm inviting in calmness and exhaling that stress so that we can, have that happiness and reach those goals. And our budget is definitely one of those goals. So, but each month, then I set little goals for myself. So I told you this month was the month of no meat, and so that's where that's coming from. So all veggies for the month of August. And so that's what we're doing there. So I'm going to close that up. But I said something about this because I always reflect halfway through the year and just look back at that and make sure I'm still working towards those goals and so on. And so I meant to share that with you all in July, and I forgot. And so I thought I'd share that today. And then I had good news for myself. You know, after my husband's last surgery, we had a lot of stress and when you're taking care of somebody that's sick, you don't always take as good a care of yourself. So I ended up having to take an extra blood pressure medicine. And so I'm hoping that since my doctor actually said I was looking pretty good, and I'm hoping I'll be coming off that medication. Fingers crossed, that's what's going to happen when I go back for that follow-up appointment. Now, on to the budget. All right, so here is our tracker, and hopefully you can see that. So I made some changes to our finance tracker. Remember I told you I've been doing this digital? I'm a pen and paper, excuse me, gal too. However, I really wanted to try using a digital tracker for our finances, and so I'm sticking to it. But I made some changes to it. So you'll see all the normal stuff where we have all of our expenses here. I have all of the fixed expenses first, and then those variable expenses at the bottom. Our income information at the top. But I added those 5 categories. In my planner, when I'm marking our bills and highlighting that information, I decided to go in and add those categories to our expense tracker so that at the end of the month, when we close out the month, it makes it a little easier to see what has gone on with our budget. So I'm excited about that because I didn't have that set up for the past 3 months when I've been using this. So I think this will be great moving forward. All right, so I'm just going to jump right into it, you all, because otherwise this will be super long. All right, so we work with about $41.60 a month. So let me go ahead and put our income in there. And you all, I'm so excited. Oh my God. So we are actually going to get a raise this school year. Like, we have been long overdue for a raise. So I'm really excited. And they've mentioned it, and I was thinking, yeah, sure, it's not going to happen. They always say that. And so we actually are getting a 3% raise this year, you all. So I am just amped about that, and perfect timing because I told you we are going to have to take on some supplemental insurance, and hopefully, fingers crossed again, this works out too. Talking to the transplant team, there is some other kind of insurance we may be able to get for a lower rate to add on to my husband so that it covers what we need to for this procedure. So I'm just hoping everything works out, but even if it doesn't, just knowing that I'll have that 3% increase that I could apply towards that will help too. So, yay. All right, now, so our expenses. So we have $9.95 for rent, and I'm just gonna go through. Now, usually, and so our renter's insurance and our car insurance, we pay together because it's actually cheaper because it's bundled, but I separated it on here just for you all. So the renter's insurance is $11 and our car insurance is about $103. Electric, oh, I'm so sad. Okay, so our electric is higher because I talked about that in the last video, how it made up for all the other bills being lower. So I am going to up our budget for electric to $200 in hopes that that covers it. Usually $120 is enough, even during the summer or even in the winter when we're using the heat, and Christmas time when we're using lights more. So I couldn't believe that when we got our estimate of what that was going to be. I was like, oh my goodness. So, and then I always budget $50 for the utilities, so our sewage, our gas, our water. Budget $50 for all of those, so $50 for those 3. Now we have 2 cell phones that we cover, and so they're separate on here because they're actually through 2 different companies, but we're probably going to change that before the year is over, and that was because of a special that we got when we set them up. So mine is actually, that should be 60. Mine, we budget 60, and for my husband's, it is 80. Our internet, I don't know why I keep entering the wrong numbers today. 86. Our streaming, we budget 50. All right, our Netflix, Disney Plus, that's 9. Now Amazon, so you all, Amazon has gone up on their price. And I love our Amazon Prime, but I don't know that I love it that much. So we actually switched to monthly on our Amazon, and mainly because we're not so sure we're going to pay that amount. So I thought about just keeping it for a couple months just to take advantage of that free shipping and some of the things that we want to get for the beginning of the school year, and we may go ahead and let that go. So we'll see. I'll let you know on that. So then $23 for XM Radio. I guess you all, if we miss our Amazon that much, then we'll probably go back. Apple Care, Nintendo, and then our kids' instruments, which we are about caught up on that now. We've been working on that this summer. Bark box for our dog. You all, our dog needs like a toy chest. He has too many toys. I could probably give every dog on our street a toy. So, and he'd still have a full basket. Green lights. Okay, so then our loan. And so you all loan 2 here. Oh, I'm so excited about. Okay, so we have hit the point where we're down to like the last 3 or 4 payments. And I'm so excited. So really, I'm hoping, I think I might take anything that we put into our savings challenges these next couple months and apply it all towards that, just to get rid of that, because to have that back in the budget would be wonderful. So I'm really hoping that we can take care of that sooner rather than later. And then let's see, $589 for that one. Student loans, oh, they'll be starting soon, won't they? Taxes, we're still working on that bill. We have paid a good chunk of it though, so we've almost paid it down by half, so we're getting there, you all. Credit cards, 219. And I'll talk about that more too, so we can take a better look. Monet's Money has an awesome debt tracker that I think I'm going to start using and share with you all. It's like this big jar, and she marks off her debt pay down by percent. So she's paid off like 96%, which just excited me because, you know, seeing everybody paying down their debt just reminds me that we can do it, and it is possible. We got to work hard. So $300 for groceries, $100 for gas. So you all, were starting our veggies. I'll have to let you know what meals we really like. Like, we love vegetables anyway, but remember, we're having a meatless month, so this should be a lot of fun. All right, health and beauty. I took some of these down a little bit because of the increase in our electric. So all of these are going to be at 30. The dog, the cleaning, and the beauty. I hope we can make that work. We're going to try. My plan is to take on some supplemental duties this year to just kind of help that budget out at my school. So whatever I can do, any little bit that we get extra helps. And then let's see, our fudge fund. What did I do? Something is not correct in here. Let's see. Well, we were on a roll. Let me try to fix that. There we go. So, and that is 0. Perfect. That's how we have our $0. So, all right. So then if you look over here, there's nothing here right now because I haven't put anything in. But as I enter this, I've already put all of these expenses into those 5 categories that they belong in, so we can see how much I'm spending throughout the month. All right, so you all, I think that is it. And on that part, and so I can close that on up. Exciting, exciting. So I have a new savings challenge for you. And you all, if you didn't know and haven't been in the shop, I've been doing my Christmas in July sale this week. So if you haven't, pop on over because everything is 15% off. So, but I think you're going to like this. So we are game players in our house. We love board games, video games, whatever it is. We love games. We have so many games in our game closet that really, like, there's not too much space left. We are using the floor now and all the shelves. We love games. So I thought everybody loves these dice savings games. Took a twist on bingo and Yahtzee. So if you love Yahtzee and bingo, you get the best of both worlds here with our dicey savings bingo. So you do need 5 dice, which I have. And mine are all fun color because I think these are out of our bunco game. And so you need 5 to complete the challenge, you all. On every payday, you're going to roll the dice, and then you will choose any keepers just like you would in Yahtzee. And you can roll up to 2 more times before choosing which one of these bingo spaces you want to mark off. And you're going to follow the dicey savings rules that go with it. So this will come as 2 pages. I, of course, laminated mine, and my other pages, and I did it front to back, so my savings rules are on the back. So, for example, let me show you what we're doing here. So if I were to roll the dice, and so I ended up with, I don't think that ever happens. Look at that. 3 1s, 2 6s. I got a full house right off. So I would just leave it and mark off my full house. And on the other side, a full house means I'm going to add $25 to my savings. So, yay. So I thought this would be a fun way to save. And I hope you all enjoy that. So make sure you check it out. I'll get that put in here. It's not in there yet, but it will be before the end of the day today. So, yay, dicey savings. All right, now, so I believe that is it. So you all, if you haven't already, go ahead and join in on the fun and subscribe, and I will see everybody next time. Bye.